The key to business resilience when a crisis comes or a major strategic risk hits you is the early warning and recognition of that risk. It's for this reason alone that risk needs to be a part of the agenda and the conversation each time that the management team or the board meet. Not all risks can be mitigated through the usual compliance activities like having a risk policy and an annual review of the risk register. If you've already watched our video on managing the 3 different types of risk, then you'll recognise that regular review and reporting on risk is an important factor in managing both strategic and external risks. Hi, my name is Andrew Ellis and I'm a business consultant with CBB. Does your board or management team have a regular part of your agenda to talk about new and emerging risks? We're going to look today at 5 tips to help you with monitoring and reporting on risk. Putting these 5 tips into place will help make your organisation more responsive to risk and more resilient overall. First of all, it's important to ensure that you have a well-constructed risk register in place and that's reviewed regularly for changes. A robust risk register is the first step because this foundation ensures that many of the procedural and systems risks are being addressed already. If managed in an Excel spreadsheet or a database, the register can be easily filtered by criteria like the risk level or action due date to be reviewed. Second, it's important the risk appetite is discussed, understood, and calibrated across the board and management team, with changes made to the risk appetite as context changes. So for example, as the organisation finds itself in a better financial position, there might be more appetite to take on more financial risk that can have a greater social impact for your organisation. Third, make a report on new and emerging risks a regular part of the board reporting template, because that helps the board and management team to identify and consider the risks in a timely manner. That report provides for a focus of discussion about the strategic and potential external risks facing the organisation. It can lead to exploratory discussion at the board table of those risks, which might not necessarily solve the issue, but can give management and or the board more to consider and actions to take as a result. The 4th point is about monitoring relevant internal KPIs to look for emerging internal trends and risks. So for example, staff turnover, safety incidents, customer satisfaction, audit results. All of those can point to changes in the risk profile and indicate new or emerging risks that require attention. The 5th point is involvement in industry forums and conference attendance so that you can hear from thought leaders on how the market is changing and how new risks are emerging in your environment. One of the worst examples I think I've seen is where an organisation did not invest in keeping up to date in that way and found itself operating on an outdated business model which financially cost them in lost revenue and surplus and actually hindered their ability to have the broader social impacts that they wanted to have. An early identification of risk will give you more time to prepare and respond and build resilient strategies for managing your business. Wrapping up, we can see the importance of monitoring and reporting on risks so that external and strategic risks are adequately dealt with. Having a robust risk register and a risk appetite statement, making a report on new and emerging risks part of your board report template, monitoring those internal KPIs, and staying in touch with external changes through industry forums and conference attendance. All these steps will help to make your business far more resilient. If you'd like to read more about monitoring and reporting on business metrics, including risk, there's a range of different articles on our Forward blog that you can find on the CBB website.